Now, we continue shining the spotlight on matriculants who've done extremely well, and we're focusing on the matrics at SAHETI School. A lot of them are very pleased with their results, despite facing a rather tough academic year amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, the Independent Examinations Board recorded a 98.07 matric pass rate for 2020. It is a slight drop compared to the previous year's 98.82%. But joining me now in the studio are matriculants Sophia Ferretti and George Georgidis, some of the top achievers at the school. Very warm welcome to both of you and congratulations. And I see you all here clad in your white blazers. Excuse me.
Thank you.
So you are, incidentally, as well, the head boy and the head girl, right?
Yes.
So are you in cahoots with this, that we're just going to show them? So, George, you are actually the top achiever, SAHETI's top candidate, achieving an average of 94.2%. Yeah. It's called a full house of distinctions. What does that mean, a full house?
It means that I got a distinction in every subject that I took.
Every single subject?
Yeah. And
I see that one of those subjects is isiZulu.
Yes, indeed.
Kanjani?
Nje.
Well, congratulations to you. And what were some of the challenges that you faced in preparing for this year's, or rather last year's matrics?
No, I think the pandemic is a challenge that we all faced commonly, and having to switch to online school almost suddenly from having 12 years of school the normal way, and all of a sudden our matric year when it mattered most, having this sudden change, that was definitely a shocker to all of us. And these new hours, new working hours, should I say, because school is no longer 8 to 2. It was now 8 to 12 at night, and then tomorrow the same thing.
And you know what? You say this about school, but a lot of working adults are feeling that working from home is actually more strenuous than going into an office because you end up working longer. Mm-hmm. Was it the same for you, Sophia? Did you find yourself studying longer just because you were doing a lot of the schooling from home?
I think the situation did lend itself to having to sit at home more and having more longer hours. But in some ways that kind of aided us as there were minimized distractions. So kind of your only choice was to buckle down and work.
I mean, your percentage is also very impressive, 92.6%. And how does one actually get 100% in mathematics? How do you do that?
I think it's a testament to my teachers, really. They inspired all of us to produce these results.
And what would you say for those perhaps who have not done that well, George?
I think it's turned another chapter. I mean, you've done your 12 years of school, you've got your results, there's nothing you can change now. I mean, it's happened and you've done the best you can, and if you didn't, it's not over now. You've still got university, and even if you don't want to study further, you've still got a full life ahead of you to change whatever you haven't done the way you've planned to.
And yours?
I recall a saying, I'm not quite sure who coined it first, but my father says it a lot in our household, success and failure, treat those two imposters the same. So I think that's something to remember now.
And what were your challenges studying throughout the COVID-19 pandemic? And also considering the fact that, you know, you also head girl, so there's that added responsibility of being a role model to your peers.
Look, I definitely missed out on the sports and the interaction with your friends and the teachers especially. As Jotko was saying, 12 years of schooling, that's what we were adapted to. I was fortunate, Jotko and I make a really great team, so it wasn't that hard.
Did you study together?
For prefectshship.
Yeah. For prefectship. But did you study any of your exams together? Did you actually say, okay, we're going to do maths together, let's have some study sessions?
We had lots of note swapping.
Yeah.
We both keep good notes, so it was trying to fill in the gaps that we didn't have. So that was
and your future plans, George, where to from here?
Medicine, hopefully. It's been a childhood dream, so I'm going to study medicine at Wits. That's been the goal.
Everything confirmed, you're in, you're good?
I think so.
Let's hope so. And you, Sophia?
I've been thinking of going into medicine. Should I not get in? I've also been entertaining the idea of agriculture or conservation, which I'm also interested in.
And what would be some of the reasons that you would not get in? Just ask.
Well, I suppose you have to try and be modest, I suppose.
Or manage your expectations.
Yes. Yes.
And just your thoughts on this, COVID-19 vaccine. We heard the president, seeing that you're both, pre-med students, I'm speaking into your life now. We heard the president saying that there has to be a capacity for South Africa to start developing its own vaccines. What are your thoughts on that, George?
No, absolutely. And there's definitely a capacity for South Africa to be developing its own vaccines. I mean, we've got incredible medical facilities and research facilities that have been working with international facilities. So I think we definitely can. And internationally, we've bought ourselves more time. I mean, we've got some vaccines in. The first vaccines happened, 2 days ago? Mm-hmm. And internationally, everyone's going for a second run. The UK said they've got now a second lockdown. So everyone's got a little bit more time with regard to that. And South Africa definitely has an opportunity to develop our own vaccines.
Well, so let me put it to you. You are the next gen, literally. So we are looking at you to come up with all of those vaccinations for all the future pandemics. And all the best to the both of you, and a hearty congratulations.
Thank you.
So those are just two of the top achievers. We've got George Giorgidis, as well as Sophia Ferretti there, head girl and head boy of SAHETI.